During World War II, the Philippines was occupied by Japanese forces from 1942 to 1945. In this period, a new government called the Second Philippine Republic was created. The report discusses the leadership of Jose P. Laurel, his actions during the occupation, and his issue of collaboration. During World War II, the Philippines was taken over by Japan from 1942 to 1945. A new government called the Second Philippine Republic was formed then. This report talks about Jose P. Laurel's leadership, what he did during the occupation, and the issue of working with Japanese. Background of the Second Philippine Republic. Jose P. Laurel became president of the Second Philippines Republic in the 1943 after being chosen by the political organization called Kalibapi. Although the government was declared independent, it was actually controlled by the Japanese military and officials. Laurel accepted the position during a difficult time when his country was suffering from food shortage, economic problems, and violence caused by war. So, Giuseppe Laurel became president in 1943. He was chosen by a group called Kalibapi. Even though the government was called independent, the Japanese military really controlled it. Laurel took the job when the Philippines had problems like not enough food, money issue, and violence from the war. Leadership of Jose P. Laurel. As President, Laurel tried to protect the Filipino people by balancing Japanese demands and the needs of the nation. He attempted to solve problems related to food shortage, transportation difficulties, and order, economic instability, also refused to fully cooperate with the abusive Japanese military actions, protested against the mistreatment of Filipinos. He tried his best to introduce introduce the suffering of the people even though he had very limited power. As president, Laurel tried to help Filipinos by finding a middle ground between what the Japanese wanted and the Philippines needed. He tried to fix problems like not enough food, trouble with transportation, keeping peace and order, money problems. He didn't fully agree with the harsh things the Japanese military did and spoke out against them. He tried to make things better for Filipinos even though he didn't have much power. Declaration of war on the United States. In 1944, Laurel was pressured by Japan to declare war on the United States, although he was against it. He had no choice because of Japan's control over the government. However, he refused to allow allow the Japanese to force Filipinos into military service. In 1944, Japan forced Laurel to announce that the Philippine war with the United States. Laurel didn't want to, but he had to because Japan was in control. However, he didn't let Japan make Filipinos join the military. Conclusion. Laurel's leadership during the Japanese occupation remains controversial. Some see him as a collaborator, while others see him as a leader who tried to protect the country during a very difficult time. His actions show the complexity of leadership during wartime conditions.